Hey everybody, Ashley here with something that was really unexpected. You see, today, my dad pretty much just found something that I didn't think could possibly still be around. That is, well, I will show it, but I will say this. This contains even more old art that I basically did. It's much older than the ones that I showed earlier. Had shown before. And the other, surprisingly enough, is a photo album from the school that I used to go to a few years back. Now, just a fair warning, I looked a bit into it, and some of those old artworks are ugh, prepared to slightly cringe. And let's begin, shall we? Okay, people. This is the I think it was a scrapbook that we made. You know how certain schools they put your kind of work in it, and well, you have to tie it with knots. I'm surprised this still stayed on because this is a lot more older than the art I was showing. Like I said before, as you can see, the letters just came off. I'm not sure if that was a recent thing or that was years. I don't know. But jeez. As you can tell, it basically has that leathery feel on it because they they were actually pretty smart. I don't think people do this anymore. You know, people at school that make this kind of stuff. Do they still make those? Feel free to put a comment below because I really like to know. Anyways, I'm gonna warn you, these pages they're not sticking in because it was regular glue, not super glue or hot glue or anything. Ugh. Anyways, oh yeah, it also contains some pictures in here. My bad. Anyways, and yep, that's pre-me. This is pre-me. Uh, uh, I I freaking look like a Dr. Seuss mutant mixed with Slender Man. Oh gosh, when did I gave myself like bird feet and well, I am partly rooster in this. That's the species that basically is part rooster. Oh gosh. This was way before, very long ago. But oh boy. Yeah, this is a start. Anyways, the next contains a photo of little old me. And as you can see, that's Honeycrisp apple. Because I do eat those. I'm surprised that I can easily recognize it. Because this is black and white and such, I don't know why people did this, but I don't know, I guess it's pretty cool. Jeez. Look at that haircut. Look at that haircut. And yeah, you can see how different I looked in this. I look like my dad. I'm not sure if I should be proud of that or not. Just kidding. And my dad can be kind of cool. Uh, anyways, let's see more. Oh yeah, I was actually a bit. This was more of my better works that I did a little while more. See, there we have is a deer. Here's a rabbit and a squirrel. Which of these three do you pretty much like the most? Feel free to leave a comment below as to which one you like. Anyways, This was actually based on a canvas that I did. And honestly, I'm surprised this was pretty good. I'm not sure what the whole story thing about was, but I know I had these two wolves as characters and the eagle. Like I said, I don't really remember which one this was mainly about, but I liked how it turned out. Very much more artsy and such. And as you can see, they have the yin and yang on their mark and eyes. Come on. This thing is falling apart. Ugh. This is my failed attempt at a raccoon, people. Oh my gosh. It's such a little old, it's such an old drawing that I'm surprised it still is around. Seriously. And, oh, it's a very soft kind of paper. I just had to be sure. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, you're supposed to crop it down so that it would fit in. So, yeah, it fit in all right. And this was my attempt at shading. And this was a species that I made that's connected with the whole nightmarish stick. He's a species known as a well, there are two types. You can go with dream dragons or nightmare dragons. He falls into the category of dreams and such. And this is Aquilus grigala. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure why I basically decide on that name, but okay, a little story. The name Aquilus, it used to be another monster's name, but turns out that was more of a windscape, and this one used to be called Aquila, which is water for some reason. I don't know. They both had Quill in their name. Can you really blame me for doing that? But anyways, eh, uh, eh. Early concepts of Deathwing. He's colored with crayons and such. I'm surprised I was able to do this without coloring outside the lines. And as you can tell, pretty much his older design had like at least the back parts of his legs. So there's that. Even in pre-state, he still had the three colored eyes of green, red, and yellow. Yet the horns were not pretty much, well, they were not colored in. I guess I didn't feel like it. Anyways, and here's another canvas one of, you can't really see it. I'm sorry, people, but it's supposed to be another of Grigala. This is, yeah, the canvas I basically did make. Now this was made on a different type of canvas. As you can see, it has a bit more orange and yellow, and there's a bit of gold in the wings. Yeah. I'm generally surprised about this, yet my gosh, it does not crop well into this. At least with the color scheme, at least. Anyways, come on. Again, this is old, people. And the Kybera. Yep. Another species of nightmare dragon. It has 3 heads and a devil's tail, bat wings, and it's mainly chicken. That's mainly the whole body part. Until later on, I redesigned him to have a bit more of a part dragon feel to him, so now he's mainly a cockatrice. And also the name, instead of just a chimera, he's literally just now referred to as Argentine. Okay, this thing doesn't have a gender specifically, so yeah. There's another one of Gregala. Yeah, that's literally how it's in the name. I don't know what I was thinking, people. Okay, I had wording problems. That's a bit better, kinda. Yeah, like I said, he has a goldish color with yellow and orange. I think now the orange part is now supposed to represent that he's not affected by fire. Do not know why. If you guys want to hear a bit of the story bit, but I'll pretty much tell a bit more about these characters if you guys want me to in a future video. And for some reason I did like drawing Gregala. I don't know. Here's a drawing of a wolf, which honestly doesn't look so bad. Kind of bulky, actually. I'm surprised. And the background is supposed to be of blue and green, and yeah. As you can tell, this was done by crayons. This is supposed to be a drawing of Spirit, because that's actually one of the few DreamWorks movies that I really did like when I was younger, and it's still a good movie. Don't care what other people say, I prefer it over Shrek. Here we have is the Cerberus. Now I gave all 3 of them names later on, and their designs it's mainly with the what they're wearing. It's except for the head parts, the masks and the collars, they don't change as much. Here we have is the leader, which is the fire version. Here we have the lightning one, which I actually changed the color to have a bit more of a tannish color. And, well, this one is practically ice, and it's a white one. It has white fur. And this is the full body when all 3 are combined. Yep. They're all called Cerberus when they're combined, but when they're apart, they have names. Their names are Japanese, which is their element names. I really, really don't know why I went with that, but I just think it just sounded cool. And yeah, that's what I mean by the little vests they wear. Yeah, they have a different change. Oh, yeah. You can't tell? These are nerds. Yeah, for some reason I was really good at drawing nerd-like characters. Anyways, well, yeah, now I remember these were done at Kretschky. It took me a little while, but okay. Here we have is a Yoshi, because it was easy to draw, and they look like that. No, seriously, nerds look like that. They're like little armless, tailless lizards, or possibly like frogs or something. I don't know. Here we have is a cowboy. This is literally supposed to be a cowboy, people. I don't know why I gave him a Japanese hat, but yeah, I made these more like cartoon characters for some reason, because honestly, why hasn't Nerds pretty much had like a cartoon? Because you know how basically some cartoons, they actually make edible candies and foods and such into characters. So this was my kind of attempt. Okay. Here we have this guy who's supposed to be like a clown or something. He's supposed to be like the funny guy and such. A practical joker, as people would say. I'm surprised this turned out very well. And as you can tell, I did it off base, okay? It was off of base. And I think this guy's supposed to be like a scientist or an extreme one. I don't know. But I'm not sure what I was supposed to go off with this guy. I think he's supposed to be the crazy one. A fun crazy one. And there we have a ninja. Yeah. Omae wa shingaru so. Nani? Sorry. I had to. But yeah, my teachers, they really did like it. Especially the teacher that I did had. She really, really thought that these were cool. Problem is, people, I don't fully remember these kinds of people's names because it's been a while, okay? Don't blame me. Anyways, and on St. Patrick's Day thing. And I didn't color in the rainbow! Why didn't I do that? Oh, huck it. But as you can tell, or if you guys can tell who these are supposed to be, it's Winnie the Pooh and Snoopy. Yeah. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? And here we have some St. Patrick's Day nerds. I really like the designs I did with these because, let's be honest here, people, nerds are actually pretty easy to draw as characters. They have no arms, and it's supposed to be like that Goomba thing where they have like a little telepathic powers, which is they're able to grab things even without. We have Shamrock Shake, and this guy, well, I like to imagine it's root beer. That's what. Because, you know, people like root beer. Oh, yeah, this is supposed to be Dry Bones. That is a terrible impression of Dry Bones. Yeah, I guess that's a bit better. Hello. Or hello. As you can tell, that's supposed to be blood on him. I don't know why I decided to give it that color, but I guess I did. At least you can see him a bit better. Anyways, now this was based on an actual canvas that I did, another canvas that I did, and believe it or not, someone actually turned it into cards. How awesome is that? This simple painting had a chance to have a set of cards for itself. I think they're like festive cards or something. You know, festive cards that you give to your families and such. That's awesome. Anyways, we got some festive trees. You know how some trees have multicolors? That's supposed to be what an oak tree is. There's some that has an all color scheme, and then there's just the pine trees. Don't know why I decided to make the background blue or something, but hey, I guess that was just me. We're nearly almost done, people, because I recall that this one isn't too long. And hello, Rudolph. Yeah, I was pretty good at. Okay, little story. We usually have like a bowl. We use um. Okay, the school that I went to. Yeah, it was not the bridge. Rather, it was Kretschke. And this is actually surprisingly well made. I guess because I was actually starting to get used to doing anatomy better. So yeah, we have a tree, and then we have Frosty boy with his bubble pipe. Because it's not really smoke; it's just bubbles. And oh yeah, we were also doing like a mascot thing. And we needed a name for the mascot, so yeah, we came up with a name, mainly me, Thunder Eagles. Because, honestly, who hasn't tried that? Okay? Now, it shows off each like sports teams and such. He has a basketball player. You have the other team members. There's a Tot. I think that's supposed to pronounce as tough. Who is a bull. He has like a football with him. There's Archie, who's an armadillo. Who's a soccer player or football player. Irony. Tigress, who's a volleyball player. And Paul, who's holding a tennis ball. Yeah, I tried, but these never got me into actual mascots. I just did it because, well, hey, people need mascots, so yeah, this was the design for the team and such. Here's this was actually during the time with well, when Pokemon Gates to Infinity was out. And I have it, people. Don't judge me. I think it's a underrated kind of game. And yeah, as you can see, I'm an Axew because you can be Axew in the game. My partner is Snivy, which is obviously Riella. And I'm not sure about the third one though. And he's supposed to be Oshawott. Honestly, he doesn't really look like Oshawott. Anywho, and we're back to this is supposed to be the hare and the tortoise. Good grief, it looks nothing like a hare. And oh, one of my old characters. Oh, it's Bluebrow. And if you can't tell, he's actually supposed to be based on that Frost Dragon from Drawn to Life. It's the first boss you encounter. That's literally what he's supposed to be based on. Rhino and Hippo. Surprisingly, it got better with that. And there's a bunch of birds, ducks, geese. For some reason, I was actually really good at drawing birds and such. A possum, a skunk. I really didn't know how to draw a skunk, people. More birds. This is supposed to be an albatross. Here's a vulture. Just a plain, normal looking vulture. This is before I knew about Nenfis, okay, people, and before. And Tails Doll! Which surprisingly, this is actually pretty creepy. Jeez, I did pretty well at this. Here we have, hey, Hanna-Barbera character, Dino. Seriously, Dino was the best character in the show. Don't judge me. This is supposed to be a chick. And this Blobberstein is supposed to be a rabbit. I don't know why. I don't know why. And that's pretty much it, people. That's everything. I guess because I didn't have enough things to work with, or I didn't have enough art to put in, so yeah. I'm not sure why they didn't give me enough pictures, but I guess. Anywho, now that that's over with, why don't we see into something else? Okay, people, this is the little photo album, and boy, is it tiny! Because, you know, people honestly had photo albums back then. And, yeah. And this is supposed to be the front of the school, actually. Though, for some reason, we came from the side. I guess this is because this is just the front office and because it has the name on it. I don't know. Anywho. There's me! Boy, I'm looking interesting. Also, this was actually one of my favorite sweaters, okay? This was actually one of my favorite sweaters because it had like a very interesting dragon design on it. I'm not sure where it is, but my gosh, I really liked wearing it. I really wish I knew where it was. I know I had like a tan one with a red dragon on it. I'm not kidding. I literally did have something like that. But yeah, it was a pretty cool shot, I guess. Oh, this is actually one of my teachers. Boy, I look like my sister in this picture. Seriously, it's kind of bizarre looking at this. Just wow. And also, my teachers are pretty cool because they painted that onto the wall. It's a design and it's really, really cool. Awesome. Here's a graduations kind of card. Ugh. I'll let you pause so you can read. Ms. Williams, yeah, that was my teacher. Jeez. I I am adult. I am a dunce. Ugh. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Another one of my teachers. Miss Ty Rogues, because this. She was also pretty cool. Pretty much a good sport right here. If you can't read, I'll do it too. It says, Dear Ashley, it has been great getting to know you the past couple of years. I will miss our conversations. Yeah, she actually used to come over and have a conversation with me. Yeah, I remember that. And you sharing all your drawings. Yeah, that's what I did, and that's what I still do. Work hard, but also have fun. Wishing you much success in the years to come. You will be missed. Aw. Yeah, she had to leave. This is my counselor, people. This is my art counselor. Miss Matthews. She was my longest counselor that I basically had. She's really cool. And let's just say she had her patience with me. Hey, go. Eh. Again, people, I'm sorry. But yeah. And want to know what's also special? She pretty much gave me spirals to draw in. For some reason, I didn't think sketchbooks were good enough, so I had to go with spirals and make my own kind of books. Look, I didn't know what I was thinking back then, okay, people? Anyways, this was a different teacher of mine. I'm trying to. Oh, communications teacher. I think that's what they are. Miss Scow. She was fun. Yeah, she was fun. And believe it or not, the type of office that we went to, me and a group, it was tiny. Congratulations on your next step in life. I hope you will continue to grow your communication skills. I actually do. I'm still trying to. I always enjoyed working with you, and I hope you keep art in your life. I still do. You are a talented artist. Remember the pictures you used to put in my therapy room. Another therapist? Yeah, but I think it's more communication, okay? Ms. Blanc? I don't fully remember with this teacher, okay, people? I guess pretty much an assistant? A sub teacher? I don't know. I don't really, I don't fully, yeah, it's more of these type of messages, so, yeah, I won't go through all of them. Ms. Kessler? I think this was a music room, actually. Because honestly, we did have a music class, and, well, let's just say, it was way better than, well, with the bridge, because, my gosh, those terrible, terrible choices of music every time we do a dance party! If you guys want to hear about that, feel free to leave a comment below. I will talk about it. Mr. Cromer. Yeah. Definitely, definitely cool guy. I'd say he was quite outgoing. That's what I have to say. Boy, looking at this old photo album and pretty much seeing familiar faces, it's kind of it's like looking into a time capsule or something. I cannot pronounce the name here because it's just a. I can't read that. I'm sorry, people. But yeah, this guy was my gym teacher. And he was actually nice enough to allow me just to walk around and not do the activities. Um, for people, I was very inconfident with the work, okay? It's not because I just didn't like sports, which is true. I don't like sports, but I was more of a walking person, okay? So, yeah, he would just have me do laps around the gym. It's a lot bigger, and it was a little bit bigger, and sometimes we would even go outside, and there was a lot more room, not just a parking lot. And yeah, this is basically outside with the school. Another one of my teachers. I I think this was computers or something. Sometimes I don't fully remember with these teachers, but it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, more the this was more of a good. This was more of a bidding farewell and wishing me a lot of luck. And trust me, I needed that because I was not ready to enter this kind of school. But luckily, I had a lot of support and such. I'm just only showing bits. I don't really much have time to talk about. But if I do find any of them, I will at least talk a bit. Our counselor, she was quite young for a counselor. But hey, she was pretty cool. And outside you could see there was a playground. I would usually go out a lot just to swing on the swings. Which I tell you, swings were the best thing, people. Don't deny it. Sorry, the camera's a little blurry. Oh, this was actually my main teacher. Through, pretty much my whole Krutchki, experience before, she, left the school for a different job, which is fine, okay? This is all back. Yeah. Quite the accomplishment indeed. My speech teacher. Yeah, without these, I wouldn't really remember. And we have different photos finally. And this is the speech room. Boy, I still have this tie-dye shirt. You know how if you've seen in some of my videos, I would actually wear like a tie-dye shirt? Well, this is one of them. And for some reason, I decided to put a box of jelly beans on my head. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was trying to show off balance, but I don't know. It looks kind of silly. Aw. This is quite nice. Which, honestly, believe it or not, people, when the room was getting renovated and such, this was actually repainted. But at the bridge, we never had anything getting repainted. The only thing that I actually did was actually the board in the hallway, which was my kind of project, and every time it was a seasonal theme. Me being the being a little hip and such with my cool dragon jacket. There's a bit of a message and such. Not that you guys would actually want to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just messages. Well, this was interesting. It feels slightly deja vu, yet it's all feeling like it's coming slightly back to me. If you guys want to hear a bit more of these types of stories, feel free to leave a comment below, and I may actually do a video on that. But for now, I will see you all later. Bye, everybody, and have a good day.